Hey everybody, welcome in. I'm so glad that I'm coming back today, family, to give you some inspiration, some motivation. You always stay encouraged and always stay motivated no matter what you're going through in your life. You know you've changed the ball game and you've taught people how to play the game. You know how you've taught people to play the game and not to take you lightly because you start loving yourself. This is why it's so important to have self-love. You have to love yourself. When you have self-love, it changes the trajectory of your life and it changes the game of life. You have taught people how to play the game of life. Some people took you lightly. Some people took you like you were something to play with, family, like you were a piece on a game board that you can pick up and you can put down and fondle with whenever you get ready. Oh, the devil is a liar today. Everything changed for your life, and everything will change for your life the moment that you start loving yourself. The more you love on yourself, the more you are not going to tolerate anything less than what you know you deserve. The moment that you just step back from all the chatter, the moment that you step back from all the chaos in life, and you begin to take all your focus and put it on the things that you want to do in this world, your life is going to change. This is why people are so shocked with your life today. Some people can't even understand how you got from where you are to where you are now. How did you get from that to where you are now? You got from that, from where you were and to where you are now. How you got to here? You got here by loving yourself. You got here by going through all those ugly things that people put you through. See, when you go through things in life and when you just sit in that, sometimes you sit in stuff too long. See, that's one thing about sin. Sin will cause you to sit in something too long. It will. It'll cause you to stay longer in a mess that you know you have no business staying in. You have developed self-love, and people cannot take the way you've uplifted your life. They can't. You've taught people how to play the game of life. People play games with you, but you have taught people how to play the game. You taught people that you're nothing to play with. They didn't even look at you, family, as you were going to make it. Some people looked at you and counted you out the very moment that they laid eyes on you. When some people enter your life, they look at you as something that would never grow, that you were just unable to bear fruit, that you would never be successful. And the reason why that is, when people look at you or have that perception about you, family, is because they don't have good intentions where you're concerned. They don't come into your life to help your life. They didn't come into your life to help your life grow. They didn't. They came into your life to get whatever they needed from you. And when they got what they needed from you, that's why people disappear. You don't have to wonder why people disappeared. But guess what? They're trying to reappear in your life now, aren't they? Some people will try to reappear in your life because from afar, they're monitoring your life. And they can't believe the glow up that you have. They can't believe the evolution that your life has taken. They can't believe how you have elevated. But that's too bad. That's too bad. That's too sad for them. So let people sit in their regrets. Let people sit in their remorse. That's the judgment. That's their judgment for prejudging you. Some people prejudge you too soon. But God allowed all of this because God knows the heart of people. You always remember that. God judges the heart of people. So God won't allow you to get certain things in your life with certain people there. He's not. God will hold your blessings back until you get to where you need to be. You don't know the heart of people. Only God knows the heart of people. So God had to let you go through so much hell until you got tired. When you got tired, you got out. And sometimes when you're not sick and tired of something, you're going to stay in it. But when you get sick and tired and sick and tired and sick and tired of going through something, you're going to get out of it. You're going to get out of it. You've taught people, don't play with you. You've taught people that you are something amazing, and they're going to wish that they had you in their life. You have taught people how to play the game. You have taught people how to play the game of life. You have elevated. Your life have evolved. You've had an amazing glow up in your life, and now people are sucking in their feelings. They're sucking in their feelings because they can't believe that you are going on with your life without them. People can't believe that you're being blessed, that you're prosperous. You know, people can't believe that you're doing what you said you were going to do. That's because they didn't have a good perception of you. Why wouldn't they believe that you were going to do what you said? Why didn't they believe that? When they told you they were going to do something good in this life, They wanted you to believe it. That's a narcissistic person. They don't look at other people as better. They always look at themselves as better. That's a narcissistic person. A person with narcissistic tendencies. You're teaching people how to play the game. They played a game with you, but they didn't win. You won. They lost. And now they can't believe. Now they're stuck where they are. And God is going to allow people to stay stuck in the choices that they made over you because they have to learn. God will teach people a lesson by the choices that they made. Everybody that counted you out, everybody that dropped you, everybody that turned their back on you, everybody that mocked you, everybody that laughed at you, everybody that mocked your gift, everybody that laughed at your gift, yeah, those people, now life is mocking them. Now life is laughing at them. Now people are pointing the fingers at them. And now, guess what? Their judgment, by the choices that they made, that's their judgment. They are going to have to sit in those choices that they made. I don't care how long they try to get out of it until God allows them to come out, and some of them won't. They're going to have to sit in that. They're going to be tormented in the choices that they made. You don't have to worry if people are going to get what they deserve. I pray today that you will no longer focus on people getting the judgment that God has for them. It is what it is. And God's judgment is 100% that they're going to get. You don't have to worry about it. You stay focused on where you're going. You stay focused on what you're doing. And whatever you do, don't you go back. Whatever you do, don't you go back. How do you not go back? How do you not be tempted? Because you don't paticate with the enemy. You don't paticate with Satan. You don't play around with your healing. You don't play around with that. You have to always remember what you've gone through with. You have to always remember the tough times, the tough seasons, those winter seasons that you were in. You have to always remember that. You always remember what you did for people who never appreciated you. But don't hold it all against anybody, family. But you remember, because when you keep this kind of stuff before you, you are not going to be so easily to go back. People thought that you were foolish. You know, people thought you were stupid. You're not stupid. You're very wise. You're just a loving person. You are. You're a very nurturing person. You're a very giving person. And some people haven't seen anybody like you. So when people encounter you, it's so sad. When people encounter you, they don't know what to do with you. So they mishandle you. They have mishandled you, but you have taught people how to handle you. You have taught people that you are nothing to mishandle. You have taught people that you're nothing to play around with. You have taught people these things. And how you have taught them? You've taught them by loving yourself. Your whole life changed when you began to love yourself. This is why when you go through enough, you're going to know what you deserve, because you know what you don't deserve. This is how you know what you deserve and what you don't deserve. And God teaches us through every single thing that we go through within this life. With you going through all these problems, all the heartbreak, all the trauma, all the betrayals, whatever you've gone through with, this has taught you that I don't deserve this. You've said that so many times, but you always went back. Why did you find yourself going back? You go back because you're healing. You're still broken. And it's not that you love. It's not that. You are attracted to brokenness in somebody else because you are broken. But the moment that you heal, you will not be attracted to anything that is broken. You will not be attracted to low vibrational people. Keep developing self-love. Keep taking time out in this world for you, because you are important. And don't be overcompensating in your life, because it's going to leave you so upset with yourself, because you're going to keep giving, and nobody's going to give back to you. You have to stop overextending yourself, and you're going to have to teach people that if you want me to invest in you, you're going to have to reciprocate that and invest back to me. You taught people. You have. You done taught so many people that you're nothing to play with. You have taught a lot of people that played games with you. You taught them. You showed them how to play the game. You are the winner. You have come out a winner. And people didn't anticipate on you winning. This is why it's good to have God on your side, because we have hidden enemies. You have hidden enemies. We do. This is why you pray. This is why you seek God. This is why you put God first, because God will keep you safe from seen and unforeseen enemies. You got enemies that you can't even see. You have enemies that you don't even know. You know, we got to be careful. My goodness. This is why we got to have a spirit of discernment. You know, we can call an enemy a friend, and we can call a friend an enemy. We have to pray and seek God. Your whole life is changing because you develop self-love. Your whole life changed. You changed the game of life when you made a decision that I am going to love myself. I am going to respect myself. You have to, because if you don't love yourself, if you don't respect yourself, if you don't value yourself, nobody else will. So we can't be hooking up to people like that and then get aggravated and upset and mad with how people treat us so poorly. It is our fault, but we can change that. And don't be condemned, because there's no condemnation to those of us who are in Christ Jesus. Just learn from your lessons and grow. Grow. Keep growing and keep going. Don't you ever go back. What are you going back to? When you are tempted to go back, you ask yourself this question. What am I going back to? What did I come out of? And you're not going to go back. You're not going to want to go back. Why would you want to go back? You have to know you deserve better. You have to know that you deserve more. You got to be careful when you are chosen. Every born-again believer are chosen people. And the enemy knows who God's people are. And we have to know who his people are. If Satan knows who God's people are, we have to know who his community is. We have to know who his family is. So we don't get taken back in life and lose. You don't want to keep starting over and over and over in your life. Some of you have been starting over and over and over. You made one step and you get knocked back 10 times. But you got to push through that. Push through all of that. You got to keep going. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, because you're going to make progress. Whenever you feel that resistance, it's like swimming. You got to swim through that. Keep swimming through the resistance, because you're going to come out on the other side with exactly what you are believing God for. You done taught a whole lot of people that you're nothing to play with. You done taught a whole lot of people how to play the game of life, because you came out winning. You came out swinging and you came out winning. Now people are in regret. You know why? They are in regret because you are unapproachable. You are unapproachable and you are unbothered. Some people want to come to you, but they don't know how. They don't need to come. They don't need to come. They just need to repent and move on with their life. You're gone and you're never coming back. Don't you ever go back to somebody who treated you so terribly. Don't you ever do that to my tribe, to my community, to my people here, to Team Nikki G. Don't you ever go back. Don't you ever desire something or someone that treated you so poorly, like you were dirt, like you were nothing. You're going to teach people. You're going to teach people not to prejudge people. You're going to give people a lot of life lessons. And God chose you. This is why you got to go through things, because you're not going to go through this just for nothing. You ain't going through this for nothing. You're not. Whatever you're going through with, whatever you find yourself in, you are not going through this just to go through with it. You're not. It's something good going to come out of it. It is. It may hurt you right now, but you're going to smile later, you're going to laugh later, and you're going to thank God that everything that he took you through, you're going to thank God for that. Because where God is getting ready to take you, you're going to thank God you learned these lessons today. Because when you see the blessings of the God in your life and upon your life, you're going to rejoice. You are going to rejoice. You are teaching people today the game of life. They played a lot of mind games with you. They played a lot of emotional games with you. They did. They played a lot of psychological games with you. That's to control you. And they never had good intentions to do well by you. Every promise they made with you, it was a broken promise, wasn't it? They never had any intentions on keeping those promises to you. But God is going to keep every one of them. And everything that you told people that you would do, God is going to let you do it. Everything that you told people you were going to become, God is going to allow you to become it. Because God going to put it right in your enemy's face. He's going to wash your enemy's face with your success. God is going to wash your enemy's face with love in your life. God is going to wash your enemy's face with the blessings upon your life. God is going to wash your enemy's face with your success. He's going to wash their face, and he's going to teach these people to keep their mouth off of you. He's going to teach people to stop playing games with other people. It is dangerous to play games with people. Anybody. If you don't mean people any good, leave people alone. And God is going to teach people that, and you have been their biggest lesson. You came to be the biggest blessing, but now you're going to be their biggest lesson. I love you, family. You just know that you changed the game with a lot of people by self-love. When you start loving yourself, you changed the whole ball game. You did. You changed the game. You switched that on a lot of people. They didn't expect for you to do that because they didn't have a good perception of you. They thought you were lower. Some people looked at you as nothing. They thought they were better than you. Isn't that a shame? Even the people that you had connected in your life, these people were silently competing against you. They were silently jealous of you. They were silently envious of you, family. They were. But God has a great turnaround for you. This is your turnaround season. Why don't you type this in the comments? This is my turnaround season. And everything the devil stole from me, God is going to give you back 100-fold. Type that down there. This is my turnaround season. Thank y'all for what you do daily. Don't get scammed on this channel. You see the comment sections with these scammers. Don't y'all get scammed. Delete, report. Don't you engage. And keep purchasing that book. It's going to change your life, family. I got to go. We'll talk later. If it be the will of the Lord, I love you. You done changed the game. It's your turnaround season. And everything attached to you is going to win. You type that. And you believe that. This is your turnaround season today. And everything and everybody that's attached to you is going to win. I love you, Team Nikki G. I love my subscribers. I love all of you. Talk later.